Monday, July 17th, meeting of the East St. Peter Industrial and Commercial Development Authority to order. We're going to play the thing.
Hello and welcome to the East Lampeter Township Public Meeting. All participants are now informed that this meeting is being recorded. This meeting is also being offered virtually utilizing Zoom, which is a cloud-based platform for remote video and audio conferencing. The Zoom application is free to the public. The general public is therefore able to join the meeting by connection through the internet or by calling in by phone. The public is also able to observe the meeting on the Township's YouTube channel. Please continue to check the Township website calendar for any updates related to these public meetings. Agendas for these public meetings will also be available on the Township's website. Please be reminded that this meeting is being video and audio recorded and will be posted to the Township's YouTube channel for viewing. The meeting will now proceed with the chairman calling the meeting to order and identifying all other members present in the meeting room and those joining the meeting via Zoom. The chairman will then confirm those members joining by Zoom can be heard.
All right. You will rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag, the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty. Got agendas in the back. I'm joined in the room with Roger Rutt, John Flowers, Corey Meyer, Glenn Everly. We have no members joining remotely. First item on the agenda is public comment for any non-agenda items. Public comment for a non-agenda item. Right, we'll move on to consent agenda. We got approval of the July 17th meeting agenda and approval of the April 3rd regular meeting minutes. We have no invoices.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion by Corey, a second by Roger. Any questions, comments? Favor signify by saying aye. Passes. Next, under old business, we have branding gateway features and wayfinding. Go ahead, Rob.
So the branding aspect of the project is pretty much done, and we've visited the Junction Highway East Lancaster and we did a logo there, so we haven't been doing anything on that program. Regarding the gateway features, we've had the prior communications with one of the property owners out there. They ultimately decided that they weren't interested in cooperating with the location out there, so we've got to reach out to the next property owner there, and we have not yet done that. So hope to do that hopefully before harvest season begins, and you know, the gentleman would have time to talk to us hopefully. So wayfinding, we did get PennDOT's response to our suggested approach to that. Fine to be flexible there, so they said, "Oh, this is the way it's done." So we're going to have to enter into the agreement the way they want it done. We have some more to do on that to develop some of the as to how that system will work, and I'll bring the agreement back to this board in October for action.
Okay. On the branding gateway features and wayfinding. Move forward to report on the business improvement district project.
We put out a request for proposals, and we didn't receive any responses. So they were due this past Friday. There weren't any firms who expressed an interest or responded in any way. So we're going to have to do some direct outreach to specific firms, which I actually started doing today, to inquire as to why some didn't respond, and those that we didn't make contact with directly for the RFP process. We'll have to reach out to them and see if there's an interest and a willingness to help us based upon the RFP that we put together, or if there's something about the scope of work that's in the RFP that they don't like, or they think is the wrong approach, and start to have those conversations and try to move that along. So we'll be doing that.
That's something you can do, just sort of as professional services without having to put it out for bid again.
Yeah, this wasn't sort of a formal bidding thing. This is, it is a professional service, which you do not have to do bidding for. Just trying to get proposals in from, interested parties to try to select the best consultant to help us with the project. Not necessarily based on price, but, their abilities to help us with this effort. So, yeah, we can go directly to anybody we want that's willing to help us with this project.
I forget, do we have, was this a budgeted line item in our budget?
Yes.
What was the amount?
I believe it was $10,000.
So ideally, I'm hearing is if we do some direct outreach, we might get a proposal back. Next meeting's in October. And that. Okay. Any questions on the business improvement district project? I would think that if we don't get anyone by October, then we'd have to come up with a plan C and see about what it would take to run it ourselves again.
Yeah, well, even when we did it the first time, we had some help. The scope that we put together was a little bit different in the approach. But yeah, I think you're right. I think that's probably where we'd have to go if we can't go with this plan.
We don't have an action item of selection of a consultant. So if there's no other items.
Motion to adjourn.
By Corey, second by Ron, all those in